causes what? To be released.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in to the classroom. Come on into the classroom.
Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to you. Good morning, good morning. Or it may be afternoon, depending on where you're coming from, calling from.
Welcome. Hey, Ralph. Welcome. Welcome. I choose me. Labber 12, come on in. Ishmore, little child, welcome. Let us know where you're watching from. We always like that part. We love this part to know where you're watching from. Alfred, come on in. Sharon, welcome. Mac, come on. John, maybe I do better with my. Go ahead. Welcome to people. Let me get my.
Come on in, guys. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Come on in, and we'll ask. Just type where you're joining from.
Welcome, user 521. No, this is not good. It's not even that.
We're always interested to know where you all are joining from.
We got another live for you today. Mississippi.
Oh, hello.
All right.
From
Hey,
Mississippi.
hey. Is that, I think that's Maddie. I think. Welcome, PBLAC. Steph, Echo.
Hello.
Kayla Clay, Ohio. All right, Ohio in the house.
Hello, Ohio. Joining from
Come
Ohio.
on, like, share, follow. Let's get these people in the classroom. Like, share, follow. Hello, Charlotte. Welcome. Hey, Charlotte Champ. Laura Martinez.
Is that Charlotte?
Adrian Daniels.
North
Welcome.
Carolina?
Odessa Richards. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. Yes, like, share, follow. Share. Let's share this. We're talking about insulin resistance today. Hey, Emma. Hey. North Carolina's in the house. Welcome. We love for you to tap the screen for the hearts. Like, share, follow. Daryl Boone, welcome. Oswald Caverna, welcome. Chef B, welcome. Pretty Wing 8, welcome. Nola Smith, come on. Jersey in the house. Hey, Creole Queen, who is that? Somebody said, oh my God, hey, DeVito. Wait, Creole Queen 517. You must be from the New Orleans area, Louisiana, something. Tell me who you are. I love when I see like old high school people, college people. Hello, Wisconsin. Thank you for the rose candy. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness, Marcy, hey. I don't think you even know Marcy, but you met her brother, Mark, her twin brother, Mark, at Oakwood. Okay. Hey, Marcy. Hi, where you coming? Where are you watching from? Come on. We are at Oka. We got to get the likes up, you guys. You know, we like to have like 20,000 on here at least because we got some important information. Colorado. Oh, God, I love that state. Welcome. You in Colorado? Oh, my goodness. Can I come visit? We are. Okay. Listen, you got to reach out to me in my DM so we can get our numbers exchanged because we do Colorado all the time. We are thinking about relocating. So, talk to you later. Hey, Hippie. Ella, welcome. Mahogany. Okay. Like, share. Hawaii's in the house. Woo, it's expensive over there. But that's another place I want to visit on my bucket list. Okay. Oh my goodness, I can't believe Creole Queen. Love that. That is, you guys, when you see somebody on here you haven't talked to in like 30 plus years, probably 40. We were like 12 and 13 going to church together, child. I love it. Illinois in the house. Like, share, follow. Welcome. We are here. My name is Vita. I'm an educator, okay? Yes, plant-based free in Texas. Wow. Now that's big. Charlotte, welcome. My name is Vita. I am an educator and a lifestyle coach teaching you how to beat or eat to beat disease with the New Start program. New Start nutrition, exercise, water, sunlight. Come on, help me, baby. Temperance,
air. Did we say that?
Rest. Trust in divine power. These, my friends, are the 8 laws of health and healing. We are about lifestyle disease prevention. Okay. Hey, Jade. Welcome. Like, share, follow. We have 1,000. What was that? Oh, almost 1,700. Come on, let's get it. Like, share, follow, because we doing food menus today. Menu planning. What can I eat if I'm a diabetic? What can I eat? People always say, what are you eating? We're going to tell you some of the things that you can eat. And you're going to help us. Okay? You're going to help us get these ingredients that are acceptable, that's going to keep our sugars down, because that's the problem with diabetes and insulin resistance, right?
Right.
You have more to say about that?
Well, we're going to show you some alternatives to maybe some breakfast foods that we traditionally eat for breakfast, but just want to show you some alternatives that's going to be healthy, and so you might enjoy that.
Hey, South Carolina, yes, and we want you to think out of the box, because breakfast is just breaking the fast. Like, you stop eating at 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. The next morning is breaking the fast. That's why we call it breakfast. Like, share, follow. But that doesn't mean it has to be pancakes, bacon, and eggs, right?
Right. I mean, and that's good, but a lot of times, that's kind of what's traditionally been eaten for breakfast. And that's okay on occasion, but we want to show you some things you can do differently that's going to be healthy for you.
You all inspired me, and I started broccoli sprouts in a jar. Oh, we love those stories. Thank you so much. We are here to inspire. We are here to educate, and we love when we can do that. The sprouting shows, all of the replays are on YouTube, you guys, if you want to go watch them. We have been showing you a lot of live food, and we're going to include some of that today, because with this insulin resistance program, we basically want you to eat, and these are suggestions, right? We want you to eat half cooked, half raw. That's a guideline. You're going to help us create this menu, though, but that's one of the guidelines. Half cooked, half raw. What else we want? Oh, we've got to have, I wrote some things down here. We definitely want the fiber, okay, the protein, and the fat. We got to have that, all 3 of those in the meal. YouTube channel is, what is the channel called? Health is a Lifestyle, because health is a lifestyle. And we're talking about the 8 laws of health. Today, particularly, ideal nutrition, the N, okay? The N. But we're not leaving exercise and water out, because they are also very important for insulin resistance and diabetes. Chlorine dioxide will get rid of diabetes. Okay, I think I read that right. I'm in the process of reversing diabetes. This will be very helpful to me. Praise God. And you know why we're doing this? Thank you. You know why we're doing this? Because right now our healthcare system is all about managing diabetes, right? We want to reverse it if we can.
It's true. And of course, there are different types of diabetes, right? Type 1, type 2. So we're referring to type 2 in particular, which is basically the lifestyle disease that we do have some options that we can take control of reversing type 2 diabetes. So that's what we want to show you, give you some ideas that you can do to help reverse that, cure it.
Yes, not manage, reverse. Okay. Now, thank you for the rose, user 8765. Like, share, follow, guys. We need to get this message out to as many people as possible. Something you were saying, and I wanted to piggyback on that, because yes, diabetes type 1 is basically born with it, right? So that's a different, but this will still help those people. This will help those people. But we're focusing on type 2, which is mostly lifestyle. It's lifestyle, it's what you're eating, it's what you're drinking, and that's what we're going to try to show you today, help you today. Okay, newly diagnosed and really sick, never been sick at age of 60 until now, meaning that the last week. So, and that's a good point. Just because you're not sick at 20, 30, in your teens, you're still building the foundation. Yes, I can share it to your dad. In fact, you can share it. Send this to your dad. You are building a foundation in your teens, 20s, and 30s for, right, health and healing or disease. That's just the honest truth. What you're doing in your teenage years, your 20s, your 30s, it hits you. You're going to find out in 40 and 50, right? That's why we are trying to stay prescription free, and praise God we are. And we're sharing with you what we've been doing for 30 plus years, right?
And that's why we call it a lifestyle, because it really is. You want to put these things into practice as soon as you can. But if not, it's never too late. It's never too late to implement these dietary practices that we're speaking of. So, and
you're never too young, because I know I have students on here. I'm a teacher, so I have students on here who watch. All right, let's get started with, thank you, I've been borderline. Borderline, that means pre-diabetic. Okay, good. Yes. Type 2, I monitor using maintaining good numbers. You maintaining. Hello from Minneapolis. That's my home. All right, hello. That's my second home. Okay, where'd you get that glass from? This is how I measure my water, and I try to drink 3 of these a day, at 3 to 4. Ironically, a thrift store. And you know this is for like beer, right? But I choose water.
Water. One of the 8 laws of health, right? We have to get enough water in.
Sometimes you can get this at those garden centers and they'll have pretty flowers, right? And just buy it and trying to get off the meds. Praise God, that's what this show is for. Okay, you are going to help us. So let's begin with breakfast, breaking the fast. And I'm saying that because that's what you're used to hearing, but this definitely can be dinner. This could be lunch. Okay, I struggle with cooking for my boyfriend who is diabetic. All right, this show is for you. Okay, do you include lemon? Yes, I do include lemon in my water. Sometimes cucumbers, sometimes ginger, whatever it takes to make you get you drinking that water is what you want to include, right? So yes, I do. How do I get my numbers down? We're about to talk about it. Is my aunt on here who is the dietitian, nutritionist? Are you on here, Steph? Eye health. Oh, you know what I do for eye health, right? You're gonna think I'm crazy, but it works. And I'm not talking about vision. I'm just talking about keeping my eyes clear. The vision that I have, which is really good, is pretty much 20/20 or 20/30, something like that now. I'm 50, so it kind of changed this year. There she is. Okay, she's on here and she'll be helping me to answer the questions, because when I'm cooking and stuff, it's hard. Hey, God's Plans Realtor. Hey, Maria. It's hard for me to answer all the questions and demonstrate, right? But I'm going to do more talking and teaching. We are. And a couple of demonstrations, okay? We're going to start with a basic smoothie. Okay, everybody is rushed in the morning. They do not feeling like I don't know what to do. Okay. They want a quick morning meal. Okay, so we're gonna do that. But I would like to address this as well. We need to plan our meals. We need to invest in a little rice cooker, which is about $25 at Walmart, or a slow cooker, okay? For the legumes and for some of the grains that you can eat that do break down slowly in your bloodstream. Okay, we're talking about whole grains. We're not cutting grains out, we're cutting them down. We're cutting the sugars way down, okay? Because I believe if you're insulin resistant, let's explain that first. Definition, explain insulin resistance. Let's start there.
Well, first of all, we know that our pancreas, right? Our pancreas produces insulin. And insulin is a hormone. And the purpose of that hormone, insulin, is to break down the glucose that comes into your body through the foods that we eat. So the insulin, your food, it's digested, it comes in. The pancreas releases insulin to help break down those sugars.
Glucose.
The glucose breaks it down so it can be absorbed into the cells, into the bloodstream.
That's for the energy, right? The muscles and.
That's correct. So now insulin resistance, that means that we have a problem now. That means that our pancreas is not breaking down those sugars, the glucose that comes in through the food that we're eating. It's not being digested and absorbed. And so that means that now that sugar, it remains, that excess remains in our bloodstream.
Just hanging out in the blood, and that is not good.
So over time now, that creates what we call a prediabetes, or and so that builds up, and it makes you susceptible to eventually type 2 diabetes. So that's what we want to avoid. So in other words, our pancreas is not functioning like it should.
It is PO'd, and you know what PO mean. It is, your pancreas is PO. It's like, I'm done. I've had it with you. It's too much. Okay, so we're going to help you with that though. Because most of the time we find that the fast food, we got to get rid of it. We have to get rid of the processed foods. We have to start reading labels. Good afternoon, chocolate. We have to really start just taking responsibility of our own health. Otherwise, it's just going to be managed with medications, right? And once you get into that world, there is hope, but you just managing disease. You're not curing anything. We're not going to get into the whole pharmaceutical debate, because we know what that's about.
No, and you all can go do your research on this yourselves, but we're just letting you know some ways that what you can do
on here.
To help reverse and cure if you are diabetic.
You can ask your doctor to do an insulin blood test, different from blood sugar test. There you go. Thank you. Pre-diabetic. Okay, that means you got to be careful, chocolate. All right. Let's start with the smoothie. A smoothie is fast, it's quick, and it's easy. However, most people begin their smoothies with bananas, and when you're diabetic, we really can't be doing that right now, right? We really don't want to do bananas like that. So let's talk about this. This is interactive. What are we, and I'm writing. We're going to make this recipe for our smoothie right now. All right, and I'm also taking notes on some of these questions. I'm writing the questions and some of the comments that I need to address. Okay, so put it out there, and if I can catch it, I will. The smoothie, let's talk about it. Now we need a cup of liquid. What would be the smart cup of liquid that we would use for a smoothie? Come on in the comments, tell me. Besides water. Okay, that's kind of boring. Yes, we can do water, but most of y'all not gonna want to do water. Right? Okay, so we can do water for those of you who will. Now, how much sugar is in the coconut water? Almond milk. Yes, I love almond milk. Coconut water doesn't have a lot of sugar, and it also has potassium and minerals, right? We're talking about liquid. This is a plant-based vegan, so unless it's a plant-based yogurt, we probably won't do that. I like oat milk. I like coconut milk. I like soy milk. I like coconut water. I like water. I like rice milk. So you get the point, right? Okay, let's make it creamy. How are we going to make it creamy? We can't use that banana. We can't use it. So how are we going to make it creamy? We want our smoothie to taste good just because it's insulin resistance friendly. You can have a little sugar. Now let's talk about that. The insulin resistant person can have avocado. Yes. Morning tofu. Yes. Let's do that. So let's do a cup of our liquid of your choice. We can do a little bit of cashews. All right. We can do morning tofu. We can do avocado. We're doing a plant-based, we're doing a menu here. Yes, thank you. And this menu planning I also offer in my course. Peanut butter, any kind of nut butter, okay? It's on a larger scale, of course, in the course. All right, so we have our liquid. We have something that's gonna make it creamy. What's gonna make it taste good now? What's usually in a smoothie? Fruit. What kind of fruits are we gonna use? Come on. What kind of fruit? Berries. That's the low glycemic index. Berries and green apples. I would choose a green apple versus like a Fuji. Fuji's very sweet. All right, so we have a green apple. We have berries. So with the fiber, we have that checked off. Pears. Tart pears, that's right. That's going to make it creamy too. We have our fiber check. We have our, what was the other 3 things we needed? Do we have a fat? Do we have fat? Yeah. And if you feel like you need more fat, because that's going to hold you, right? That's going to hold you. Put a tablespoon of peanut butter, almond butter, coconut oil. The avocado is fat, right? We want this to take you far. All right, so we have our fiber, our fat. What else do we need? Do we have our protein? Do we have our protein? I want to know if something, that's right. There's my dietitian on here. The nuts have the protein. Yes. All right, now we can take it up a notch and we can add some chia, that's for the creaminess. We can add some spinach, right? For more vitamins and minerals, and a protein powder. I was just about to say this. If we want to kick the protein up, we can do a pea protein powder. We can do a rice protein powder, hemp seed protein powder. So you get it, right? I'm trying to teach. Yes, yes. So that's a quick Irish Moss. That's another one somebody said. That's a very, very quick breakfast. And you've hit your fiber, you've hit your fat, you've hit your protein. Okay? And if you like oats, you can put a couple of tablespoons of raw oats in there. Mix it all up. Now, yes, you can do flax seeds, but I don't like, that's just me. And this is where we have to tailor this to our taste. I don't really like the flaxseed, what is that? What is that, jelly? I'd rather sprinkle flaxseed on something else, but I don't like it on my smoothie. That's just me, right? So you do you, and I'll do me.
It's kind of gelatinous.
It's gelatinous, and I don't like that consistency. That's right, Jade. I don't like that in my mouth like that. Not in a smoothie, not drinking it, okay? All right, so that's a breakfast, but could be a lunch and could be a dinner. You see what I'm saying? It's a breakfast that could be a lunch, that could be a dinner. Let's like, share, follow. Like, share, follow. People need this information. Okay, let's go with a hot breakfast. Now, this is where, if we a working mom, if we just a working person and we ain't got time to make this breakfast, you need the crock pot. You need the rice cooker. $25, $30. And we're going to do good grains. We're going to do grains that are not just going to shoot that blood sugar up. It's going to break down slowly because it's connected with the fiber. All right? This is breakfast, baby. That's lunch. That's lunch, baby. All right. Y'all know what I'm going to go with first because this went viral on VeggieVita. The grits made out of popcorn. This is quick. This does not even need the rice cooker. I'm going to get to the rice cooker in the crock pot. We're plant-based, so we really don't do anything with eggs. But you can do a scrambled tofu for breakfast. Okay, popcorn grits, let me tell you. That might take about 20 minutes because it's a whole grain. Put a cup of this in your high-speed blender. Blend it to smithereens, right? Put it on a stove. Put it on low. A cup of grits to like 2.5 cups of water. Vegetable broth. Bring it up to a boil. Put it on real low. Cover it. Go get dressed. Take a shower and just let it do what it do. Just let it slowly do what it do. 20 back.
Those
got your grits.
Who are doing the popcorn.
That's new to me.
Is there any type of corn they should get? Is there a specific type of corn they should use?
Non-GMO, organic for sure. That's definitely what we want to do. And I like the Dollar Tree. They got a good one. I forgot the name of it, but it's $1.25, right? How? Oh, y'all gonna make this 30-minute live be 1 hour?
Okay, right. No, well, that's a good question, but yeah, get your non-GMO corn, and we're gonna demonstrate here.
I thought a billion people already saw this video.
But now you do need what she's pulling out here is a blender. It's a high-speed blender, and so you will need that. But get your non-GMO corn first, popcorn.
Make some real grits. You know why? Because some people who live overseas and they probably from the South, they cannot get grits. And I'm a Southern girl by heart, by nature. I sent to a billion people.
Even some places in the United States, they don't know anything about grits, right? That's kind of like a Southern thing, but hey, it's good.
Yeah, it works.
So we're gonna demonstrate here real quickly.
I reiterate, this has to be a high-speed blender. You will kill a little sunbeam. You're gonna kill it dead. Like, share, follow, like, share, follow. All right, we're gonna make a little noise. And this will take about, in this high-speed blender, less than a minute. Mardi Gras, yeah. All right, we got grits now. This is a Vitamix, but my Blendtec, I love it better. My Blendtec is better for making these grits because it's got these preset dials, and it's one for like grits on there. I press that 4 and it just goes perfect. It stops perfectly when my popcorn is grits. Watch the carbs. Yes, you do have to watch the carbs. But listen, we're not eating 5 cups of grits. A little half a cup of grits will do you. Put some tofu with that. I like to actually do onion, mushrooms, and bell pepper and saute that and put that over my grits, right? And then finish it with the grapefruit. We gotta bring it all together. We don't want to get full off of grits. You do have to watch your carbs. But more importantly though, is your doctor saying stay off the fast food and stay off the processed foods? Because that's where a lot of the carbs come from. It's not gonna come from these whole grains. A lot of people are not eating, are getting sick, or insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes from grits and oatmeal and pears and apples and berries. That's not why we're getting sick. That's not.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's your processed foods, your packaged foods, those type things.
All right. So you can have a little bit of grits. You can have a little bit of oatmeal. Yes, you can. But can you have that with the processed foods, with the fast food? If you want to go get a Chick-fil-A what they call it, that chicken biscuit. But a lot of people be like, oh, I can have that chicken biscuit and then I can watch the other stuff, and then they'll say, but I can't have no quinoa. I can't have no millet. I can't, but I can sacrifice and have that chicken biscuit. Think about that. Even with nuts, they're so fattening. Fries are fattening. French fries are fattening, but we will eat that and compromise in some other way. Okay? Like, share, follow, like, share, follow. You just saw some grits made from popcorn. I did that like a year ago, you guys, and people just were like, what? Grits come from they come from corn. Corn is corn. So you can take any grain, any whole grain.
Right.
Why am I saying whole grain? I'm saying whole grain because the whole grain, where's my dietitian? She gonna back me up on this. You have all of that fiber locked into that starch, and it's gonna release slowly in the bloodstream. Slowly in the bloodstream. Let's take quinoa. All right. If I wanted to do a quinoa, if I wanted to eat quinoa as a grain, thank you, Elijah Locke, thank you. But listen, we've been living this for 35 plus years, and we don't have any lifestyle disease. So we doing something right? We not doctors, but we doing something right. If we take quinoa and we cook a cup of quinoa, right? What I'm going to do with that quinoa, which is also going to break down slowly in your system because, again, it's locked with that fiber. And quinoa, is quinoa technically a grain? I don't think it is.
I don't know if it's considered technically a grain.
But we're going to use it like a grain, all right? So I would do a bowl. I will eat some quinoa. Cook some quinoa, put it in the middle of a nice big bowl or plate, and I'm going to surround it with veggies like cauliflower and broccoli. I'm going to have some tomato there maybe. I'll have a little bit of avocado. You see what I'm saying? That's how I would do that.
And sometimes I top it off in my salad. So you can mix it all together in your huge bowl of salad, which is a meal.
And that goes back to what I was saying, breaking the fast for breakfast or lunch. We could interchange all of these. Let's get out of the mindset, because all this is this is a mind game. Appetite is spiritual. Let's get out of the mindset that, I have to have breakfast food for breakfast. This is what I had for breakfast. It's almost on. I had a salad for breakfast. That was my breakfast. All right. And I'll probably do that smoothie for dinner. It's whole grain, good for lupus. Now listen, there are types of keto, right? The good keto, which is lots of vegetables, very low whole grains, that are good for, the neurological, like the seizures and lupus and stuff like that. All right. Okay, so we got a smoothie in. We did some grits. What else could we do with those grits? Oh man, I can make a meal out of grits, guys. I take grits and I put collards on them. Collards. Grits and collards are delicious. Grits sauteed with some sauteed bell pepper, onion, mushrooms, topped. Delicious. Grits with some delicious lentils scattered around. Delicious. Grits with a little pesto. Delicious. Okay, and then you have some berries on the side, some grapefruit. We eating to beat disease here. We eating to beat disease. And then before I ate that meal, guess what? I had me some water. And after I eat my meal, I'm going to go for a nice 20-minute walk to help digest that food, get those sugars, what? Breaking on down.
And release.
Breaking on down and releasing. Okay? All of this works together. This is why I keep promoting this New Start program. I have created this course for you. We have followed this course all of our lives pretty much. Well, I would say early 20s, teens. I think he was like 11. And it works. It's a lifestyle. It's not just what you eat. It's mainly what you eat, but it's not just what you eat. You got to get the proper rest. All of that helps your blood sugar. The water, that helps your blood sugar. Right? When you walk, you are helping to eliminate excess glucose.
Right. And we're not talking about exercise on this program, but just know that exercise is very
important.
Big. It's very, very important. It's a huge when it comes to diabetes and want to reverse and help cure diabetes. So just remember, exercise.
Moving that stale blood. Listen, I know I have a friend who is type 2. And when she cheats and she eats something she's not supposed to eat, immediately she go take a 30-minute brisk walk, and it brings it on down. My aunt sometimes, because of stress or whatever, sometimes her blood sugar gets a little high. In the evening, she takes a hot bath. That brings it on down. See, so water is a healer. Exercise is a healer. And all of these things with the nutrition are a part of the 8 laws of health, and this is what we're promoting. Okay, all right, let's talk about some lunch. Okay. What we gonna do with these? Like, share, follow. Like, share, follow. What are we gonna do with these? And again, this is our Idaho Irish potato, and this is our sweet potato. Which one am I gonna choose? Come on. Let's make this menu. We gonna bake it, but which one am I gonna choose? A yam. Is this a yam or a sweet potato? I think this is a yam.
I think it's sweet.
Okay, they cousins. Which one are we gonna choose though? All right. What are we gonna choose? I need about 10 people to say the same thing before I put the one down. If I have insulin resistance, which one am I gonna choose? 5, 6, 7. That's right. I'm gonna choose the sweet potato. Why? Or the yam. Why am I going to choose this? Why? Tell them why. We're teaching. We got to tell them. Why are we using the sweet potato?
Now they're both good vegetables, right? But the sweet potato, in particular, is the way that the starch and the fiber,
The structure, yep.
the way it's made, and the way it's going to be broken down once you eat it.
Mm-hmm.
So the sweet potato, the fibers are very closely tied together.
Lower on the glycemic index, like my husband's saying.
Glycemic index is much lower.
The structure, you need to see this like with a microscope, right? But the structure of the sweet potato, that starch is tightly woven. It's tight, so it's going to release slowly.
Very slowly.
Whereas this white potato, the starches are loose, very loose, so it's going to enter the bloodstream faster. Now, if I didn't have insulin resistance, this would be fine for me. If I wasn't type 2, this would be fine for me. Thanks for sharing. I'm a diabetic too. Type 2, I need to know these things. Praise God. That's what we're here for. Did we pray for the people? We're going to pray for you. We're going to pray for everybody at the end of this live. So we're going to choose this. Now, I can make a whole meal.
Yeah, I
miss potatoes, but don't care for the flavor of sweet potatoes. But okay, keep paying attention. Be Simone. Listen to this. Like, share, follow. Y'all like, share, follow. We have about 12,000 likes. Like, share, follow. We all need prayer. Because I keep saying appetite is spiritual. And with these commercials always tempting us.
That's true. That's true.
These restaurants everywhere.
Especially late at night, right? When the time we should be getting ready for bed, that's when all the food commercials come up. I mean, hey, it's
devil.
It's a marketing thing, right?
Devil.
They know.
Okay, so what I would do with this sweet potato, I like Mexican. So I got my black beans already cooked from Sunday when I got the crock pot out, and I cooked my black beans. Okay, that pound of black beans I can use all week for different meals. I'm gonna use about a cup or half a cup, whatever my choosing, for this baked sweet potato that I put in my Instapot or that I baked off Sunday as well. I baked off about 5 or 6 of them for the week. I don't know. I'm just giving you an example. I don't know if you want to eat 5. You want to have variety, so we don't want to eat sweet potato every day. But I'm going to cut it open, and I'm going to put me some black beans on top, some salsa, some avocado. I'm going to make it like a Mexican loaded baked potato. Beans and legumes are very low in carbs. It's protein, more protein. And if it's a good carb, if it is. That's your homework. Go see how many carbs in beans. All right? But trust me, you can afford to have the beans if you leave the other stuff alone. It's low glycemic. It sure is. So it's low glycemic. All of this I'm giving you. That's why this is the diabetes show. Right? We doing berries. We doing sweet potatoes. We doing low glycemic whole grains. You're welcome. You're welcome. Like, share, follow so everybody can get this information. And when you go to, if you're new to this channel, if you go follow me and look at the videos, we are doing this lifestyle, showing you what we do to stay healthy. You know, we're giving you the information and the knowledge that's needed. Because the Bible says my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And this is a Bible-based program. And we are Christians. Okay? Yes, frozen berries. Yes, it is okay. Yes, it is okay. All right. So that's what I would do with this sweet potato. So you got a breakfast, lunch. Now what we going to do for dinner? What we going to do for dinner? Now for us, we like 2 meals. 2 meals is enough. If I get a big, huge breakfast in with a lot of variety. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Canned beans. Nope. Okay. Let's talk about the canned stuff. If you have to, where's my dietitian? Canned beans. But why? By the time you open them canned beans up and look at the sodium, and we're going to do a hypertension. We're going to do a hypertension show. What should we eat for hypertension? By the time and then you need about 16 cans to get you something through the week. Just buy a pound or 2 pounds of, there you go, daddy. There you go, man.
Yeah, so these are red beans, right? Kidney beans. And this is, of course, here's some black beans.
Lentils. More lentils.
Garbanzo beans.
Jade, that New Orleans, that's what that is. We got to have them camellias. But seriously, by the time you just put these dry beans in a rice cooker or a slow cooker, and put your onion, your garlic, your bell pepper, celery, a bay leaf, little salt, smoked paprika, and then just leave it alone. Let it go about your business and let them beans cook for 8 hours, whatever. Yeah, the trend, put it in there. The Trinity, put it in there, let it cook. Now, unless you don't know how to cook dried beans, you know, that's probably why you would choose canned. But you could take Sunday and cook you a whole bunch of beans and have them for the week. All right, so I really don't want the can. It's too much sodium. Rinse it off. It's processed. It's more stuff than sodium in them canned beans. But if you must, I guess you must. But we cooked beans for y'all. Was that 2 weeks ago?
I think so.
This man cooked some beans and showed you how easy it was just to cook you a pot of dried beans. Like, share, follow. Like, share, follow. We up to 15,000. Cooking pigeon peas. Yes, all those legumes are very good.
And
now,
by the way, this is a good form of getting your protein in too. If you're a vegetarian, a plant-based, beans, legumes,
protein. Oh, it's a
fiber.
triple threat. I was about to say fiber. Listen, you can't beat a bean.
So
I rinse and I soak mine, because all that bubbly stuff, that's your gas. We want to pour that off. Like, share, follow, like, share. Black eyed peas, any legume you like. I don't like black eyed peas. I don't like peas looking back at me. But it's so many, right? There's so many to choose from. God is good. We do not do meat. We do the Genesis 129 diet. Okay? That kind of protein comes with too much fat and cholesterol, so we don't do it. You got iron. 15 bean soup. Yes. Now you see what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's about 2 or 3 meals right there, right? Let me tell you about another legume that we love. The garbanzo. This is hummus. You can make a whole nice lunch, you know, to take pack lunch for work. Hummus. Oh, what can we take with that? Diabetics, you can have a little bit of a carrot. But if you don't want that, celery, broccoli, cauliflower, and we just crackers, but the seed cracker. I wish I had that seed cracker. A flax cracker, okay?
Onion bread, which I might do a show on how you can make your own onion bread.
Ooh.
Very, very good.
Ooh, cucumber. Yes, I love cucumbers and hummus. Red bell peppers, all of that with that hummus. Delicious lunch and healthy, very healthy. This onion bread we have to do. Green beans. Oh, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try raw green. I bet sugar snaps will be good too. So you get what I'm saying. He's a radish guy. I'm not. I don't like radishes. But here we go. Oh, the onion bread, Jade. It's if you can't do carbs or bread. He makes this onion bread out of flax, onions, and sunflower seeds. And a few other ingredients. It's so good. And you just put it in a dehydrator or the oven. It's so good. 17,000 likes. Like, share, follow. So you see, we don't want to manage it. We want to reverse it. So when we eat like this, we can reverse insulin resistance and diabetes and cancer. And listen, it's a lot of things. Heart disease, hypertension. This is holistic. So what I'm saying, for one, it really works for all the others.
It's just going to improve your overall health. Yes, we're talking about diabetes, but this will help with other things as well.
Yes.
It puts you on the right track to living a healthy lifestyle.
Right. Okay, so beans do make you, this holistic program going to help your thyroid. It's going to help everything if you follow all 8 laws. Right now I said we're hitting on just ideal, superior nutrition, which comes from the creator who created this body, which comes from Genesis 129, Genesis 3:18, Revelation that says the herbs are for the healing of the nation, your gut, all of it. Okay, you can have a new gut. Let me just say this. If you fasted for 3 days, disclaimer right now, You got to talk to your doctor. You got to know what you're doing with fasting. But a 3-day water fast will heal your gut. You'll have a new gut in 3 days. Then you start slowly introducing those foods or reintroducing those foods and see what the real issue is. What's causing those gut issues. Okay? Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the likes. I think we've given you a lot here to start with. Oh, and guess what? Fruit. So we talked about berries. Why can't we have a fruit salad that's not fruit, but it is fruit, right? So what I mean by that is, can't we take tomatoes, savory fruits? Can't we take tomatoes, cucumbers, and avocado and make us a nice salad? Maybe over a bed of lettuce or spinach if you would like that. Okay? All those poor peasant foods keep us well. Yeah, keep us well. All right? You know, so I think we did a good, that's about it, huh?
Pretty much. It's a start. Good
It's a
start. Like I said,
Get creative.
As we mentioned before in these programs,
Thank you.
we want to be able to eliminate those things that are bad for our diet, for our health. We want to eliminate those things altogether. I know we didn't talk about a whole lot that today, but we have in the past. But some things we just need to eliminate completely from our diet.
He said, that's what you said earlier. He said 50% of all diseases, probably more than 50%. Well, tell him what you said. I don't know what you said.
It's related to what we eat, our dietary choices, and also exercise. Those two things are huge. I know we're talking about all the laws of health, the 8 laws of health. But those two things are huge.
Let's just review. Let's just go over the 8 laws of health right quick. Cheese is hard, but it's a killer. It don't like us, especially minorities and the people from the Africa. We can't do that dairy. It's just not for us. We can't do it. A lot of us are lactose. It's really not. We can't handle it. So somebody said, where can they get the course? It's in the description, but let's talk about that just a little bit for a second, because we go into great detail about these laws of health. Ideal nutrition, and it's an acronym because I'm a teacher. It makes it easy. New Start. It's an acronym. These are the 8 laws of health and healing. They are biblical laws. All through the Bible, we can show you. We've done that before. Start with Genesis 1:29, Genesis 3:18, Romans 12:1 and 2. Okay, I can go on and on with the Bible part. But we're talking about superior nutrition. That's the N. We're talking about exercise. That's the E. W is water. That's the new. Okay, let's go with the start. New Start. S is sunlight. You need sunlight. You need that D3 for healing. Okay? That's why a lot of people in those regions that are very, very cold, Canada, and they get MS. You need that sunshine. You need that D3, and you need to supplement if you're not getting it. Okay? Temperance. This is what my husband was hitting on. Removing alcohol, removing animal products and dairy, removing coffee and caffeine, tobacco, swine, removing these things from the diet so you can heal. Okay, so then we're talking about the fresh air. No, the rest. I'm going in order. New Start. The air, fresh air, getting that outdoor fresh air. The science of deep breathing, we've lost that. We need to go back to have deep breathing and exercising outdoors, not in these gyms where it's all stuffy and everybody's sweating all over each other and all those impurities being released and you inhaling and taking them in. Okay, rest. How many people are not sleeping? Going to bed too late and getting up early. Going to bed after midnight when you really should be sleeping between the hours of 10 and 3. That is when the body is healing. The liver is healing between 1 and 3. You know, the brain, listen, the course goes into so much more. I cannot get into all of it. That's why I created the course. Okay. But rest is very important. Getting 8 hours of sleep, getting that quality sleep. All right. That circadian rhythm, all of that is in the course. Then, of course, bring it all together, the trust in the divine power, the creator who created this body, you know, keeping our stress levels down, letting go and letting God, right? That is the trusting in the divine power, because it's spiritual and we need divine power to really bring all of these laws of health, right?
Yeah.
into our lives.
It ties everything together.
Consistently, and to do it consistently.
Right.
Right? Not like a New Year's resolution. Lifestyle. That's why the name of our channel is Health is a Lifestyle. So I wanted to show you guys have time? I wanted to show you one quick breakfast that I love that is good for diabetics and insulin resistance. It's a seed breakfast. Okay, let me do that. That's what I want to do. And this is one of my favorite breakfasts, right? And this is what can hold me throughout the day. A lot of people with insulin resistance, they say they're hungry all the time. Well, I'm about to show you. Born Believer here. I will definitely be tuning in. Thank you. Like, share, follow, and tell other people so they can tune in. We're going to do one on cancer. We're going to do one on hypertension, just the food menus. And the course has the food menus as well. All right. And that's in the description. I think I linked it in the description, but you always can go to my profile. All right. So let's start with chia seeds. I'm going to do 1/4 of a cup. This is a lot too. I really should. This is a lot. Me and you both gonna eat off of this. 1/4 of a cup of chia seeds. This is a quick, easy breakfast. You can put this together, go take a shower, come back and get it. I have a landing page, not a website yet. You know. Then I did 1/4 a cup of, these are the golden flax. Okay. I should have ground that. I like to ground that. My dietitian gonna be like, you should have ground that. Yes, I know. I should. Let me ground it. Just know, grind that. I have grits in the blender, but I want to eat this. Can I grind this? Do we have time? Let me put the grits in something else. All right. So that was chia. The 1/4 a cup of chia seeds. And 1/4 a cup, you should have ground that. I know I'm about to grind it. 1/4 a cup of chia seeds and 1/4 a cup of flax. Equal parts. It could be 1/8 of a cup. You may not have a big appetite. You might want 2 tablespoons. But may I suggest, and I recommend, that you eat heavy for breakfast. Not for dinner. I know Americans, we like heavy dinners. Dinner is the thing, right? Please, for your health's sake, eat heavy for dinner. That way you're burning it off all during the day. You have that energy to keep you going. And then when you go to bed and rest, it should be light, like that smoothie without the protein powder, a little light salad, a little soup, right? Mixed berries. And then when you rest, your organs can rest. Your stomach can rest. Sometimes that's why we have gut issues. We're not letting our stomach, our organs, our liver, it needs rest. It needs sleep like you need sleep. Don't you want your break? When you working all day, don't you want your break? Yes, your stomach wants this break. All right, let's do this. Y'all want to see this? I'm just going to whiz it a bit. Okay, that's good. All right. Now these seeds are acting as a grain, but we have fiber here, we have fat, and we have protein. Now guess what? I don't have to cook this. All right, you see that? What blender is that? This is a Vitamix, but a Blendtec. Just make sure, I don't even think you need a high speed for that. If you do the popcorn like grits, you need a high-speed blender. I warmed some. This is almond milk, but you can do oat milk, soy milk. I just had almond milk. I want a little bit more, maybe, if you don't mind. Where's my spoon? Yeah, but I want it warm. Okay, so I just need to let this sit for about 10 minutes. And this is going to make me a nice, as they used to say, porridge. Porridge, a hot cereal. I want a little bit more milk. I like mine milky. This will hold you till dinner. I'm not finished though, because you know I'm not going to eat this like this. I need some stuff. I need some flavor. All right. So he got me some more almond milk. I'm going to put a little bit of, I like this one, and I like this one only, French vanilla stevia. I gotta sweeten it a little bit. I like this one, just about a drop, not even a dropper, but you taste and see what you like. Now, this is because, remember, we insulin resistant. If we were not insulin resistant, I probably would put a tablespoon of maple syrup. I use me some maple sugar. Because I'm not insulin resistant, I can have a little bit, right? But those of you who are, we need the low glycemic. We need stevia or something like that. You can put in maybe a tablespoon only, diabetics, of raisins. Look at these big flame raisins. They're so big. I'm not giving a person, it depends on their sugar, but I'm not giving them no honey, no maple syrup. Everything has to be in whole food form so it can break down slowly in that bloodstream. Remember, the pancreas is mad. It's mad right now, and we don't want to upset it anymore. Dates are so high in sugar, I wouldn't give them dates, but some of you can. This is why this is so tailored to the individual. Try one date and then go check your sugar and see if it worked for you. That's what you're going to have to do. You have to tailor this to your individual body, right? And if you have that date and it does shoot it up, guess what you're going to go do? Walk, get some exercise in. That's what you're going to go do, right? Okay. I want some berries. I'll do blueberries. A green apple. Not a red. All right. We'll put that in there. I don't have any of my stuff for cutting. I'm unprepared. I got one right here. I'm not diabetic, but insulin resistant. What if you're pre-diabetic? You need to be eating like this so you don't become diabetic. Why not the red? Too much sugar. The sweeter the fruit, the person with insulin resistance can't have it. Remember, we're talking about blood glucose levels. Okay? We trying to keep those glucose levels low and not hanging in the blood. That sugar gotta get out the blood. Okay, this is my go-to. I love this. I just love this. All right, what other kind of, you're supposed to be helping me. What other kind of fruits could we put in here? Monk fruit. Listen. If you have insulin resistance and you put some monk fruit sweetener on this cereal, this hot cereal, check your numbers. Strawberries, raspberries, strawberries. I would stick with the berries. They're kind of tart, right? Okay, now, I like this vanilla powder. I just like vanilla. Now, what else could I do? This is enough, but I could take it up to the next level, chocolate. I could take it up to the next level and drizzle some of this peanut butter. I just like peanut butter. Y'all, I just like peanut butter. I like peanut butter. You could do almond butter. That's flax seeds and chia. It's both. Slivered almonds, pumpkin seeds. Look, we eating good over here. Just because we got insulin resistance, we eating good in the neighborhood. A little bit of peanut butter. I'm not diabetic, but this is why. Because I eat like this. I don't have insulin resistance. I will say in my 20s, I think I was, no, I'm not even gonna count that because I didn't take the right test when the nurse told me I was pre-diabetic. I don't think she gave me the right test. Plus, I had just had a smoothie. So, oh yes, I can't forget about my walnuts. Look at that. You guys, this is it. Thank you so much, Nettle Boo. Aw, thank you. But this is really where it's at. This is gonna, okay, we know insulin resistance. We know this is gonna be good for that, right? But the skin is gonna be glowing. Your gut is gonna be good. You getting all kind of antioxidants, all kind of vitamins and minerals and nutrients, omega-3s, fiber.
Yep. This is a powerhouse. You got your fruits, your nuts, your grains. The Genesis 129 diet is right in this cereal here. So it's very good, very healthy. And it tastes wonderful.
So good. In the course that y'all going to download and register and take for your health and healing, I have all these recipes. Do I have this one? I don't know if I have this one, but this is so easy. But I have a lot of recipes. This can be the substitute for your cream of wheat, your oatmeal. The serving size of this dish, it's big, and I'm gonna eat it all. And guess what? My body gonna be like, okay, it's fine. You can eat this all. And then for dinner, I'm going to be full still. I'm not going to be constipated. You missed the grits. We missed the grits. This is, okay, once again, this was 1/4 cup of flaxseed ground. This was 1/4 cup of chia seeds. This was some almond milk, whatever plant-based milk you like. Then we hit it with some vanilla powder. We did blueberries, green apple, walnuts, peanut butter, and stevia. This is your sweetener. This the only kind of liquid stevia I like. I've tried a lot of them. The powdered, I don't know. I just like this one. This brand is so good. You can get it off of Amazon. Pomegranates. Yeah, those are tart. Those are not too sweet. Oh, Lord. Stevia is bad. Y'all, come on. And agave nectar not? I don't know. They had some stuff saying about agave nectar. But we're talking about insulin resistance. So we want to keep the sugars down. Agave might break down too fast in the bloodstream. To me, over agave, I like maple syrup, 100% pure maple syrup, but the diabetic can't have that. Yes, oatmeal is good for the diabetic. This is just another alternative. Yeah. This one, you don't have to heat no water and cook it. You just pour it over there. It's good. Okay. All right, guys. We've been on here long enough. Like, share, follow. Thank you. Go watch some of the videos that we made, some of the replays, some of the TikToks that are 5 minutes of health, 30 seconds of health, something like that. Okay, Felicia, that's what I'm talking about. You know, for your body, you can't do oatmeal. Try something else. We gave you different alternatives here. Try the flax, try the chia. You are your own detective. You are your own detective. Yeah, cinnamon may help. It does help with diet. I hear that, you know, but I don't know what it does with other things. I've read cinnamon is not good for you for other reasons, right? So you can use coriander. I try not to do cinnamon because I've read too many negative things about cinnamon. So thank you, Angela Brown. I appreciate that. Okay, we're leaving now. I'm gonna go eat this breakfast. We got up to almost 20,000, guys. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you so much for joining, sharing, and hopefully these things you'll be able to implement these into your lifestyle, and we know that you're going to see and feel the benefits of it.
Yes, and it's going to help all your organs, your liver, your gut, your skin. See, it's holistic. Again, take the course. Go step by step. I teach you each step. Go into detail, and you can heal. All right? Thank you, guys. Have a great day.